been happening?
Well, I did the thing. I did,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And I went to bed that night and I imagined the finger in front of my face.
yeah,
And then, like, I would just imagine the finger and it would have the same effect as
yeah,
actually
yeah,
using the finger,
yeah,
which was really neat.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, and so that seemed to like bring more attention here and or like here
Yep,
kind of thing.
yep.
And it felt like, yeah, there was more aliveness and just kind of dropping out and then dropping into what was actually happening.
Mm,
Um, and that would like calm my system. Like it just seemed like that was an effect that it would have. Like things would just kind of slow down a bit.
yeah.
And but yeah, like otherwise it's like feeling my heart break a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah,
And that's still happening. And there's lots of other like, I mean, like good things. Like there's lots of like, yeah, connecting with people and feeling alive in grief.
mm,
Um, and yeah, there's been a lot of like, so I guess what's where I'm at right now is like, I don't know if it's like it feels like a combination of like heart and mind, but it feels like there's some mind stuff trying to happen around like thoughts around understanding why things happen, which I know is like not really useful. Um, because whatever answer comes, like why, how could such a terrible thing, how could genocide still be happening? Like, I don't know the answer to that. And
yeah.
um and what feels true is like my heart is still breaking. Um, I'm still human,
Mm,
seems. And yeah, I just wish I could do more. I don't know where that leaves me. Just like there's just this longing to do more. Um, and like people have been reaching out to me on Instagram, like people who are actually in Gaza, like reaching out to me.
mm,
And that sort of shifted so much. Like the whole weekend, I was just like so, like I just felt so much here, like just this like heavy, like grief. It's just like a whole other um like level of grief. It was like I couldn't really do anything all weekend. I was just really um trying to be there whatever way I could. Um
mm, mm.
and it's not enough. Um because people can't escape, it costs a lot of money. There's all this politics and stuff. So I'm trying to fundraise and um donate and spread the word and um so there's like and there's like there's like energy and um like motivation and then there's like just total heartbreak and outrage and then there's like deep connection um and community and it just kind of cycles between that and then there's the odd like oh yeah wait a second
Yeah,
right the finger
yeah,
you know
yeah,
and like what's actually happening
yeah.
um but like what's happening even as I do it now, it just things go quiet,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I do know. Yeah. Like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's fine, like everything that's happening for you is
Mm-hmm.
100% fine. It's 100% okay.
Yeah.
All your feelings, all the thoughts that you're having around things, and perfect. There's nothing wrong with any of that. Zero.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I would be kind of pointing to, which
Mm-hmm.
is what you just alluded to, is this.
Yeah.
I would just, I don't want to change any of your thinking. I don't want to change
Yeah.
any of your
Right.
feelings. I don't want to change
Yeah.
your heart. I don't want to change any of that's all perfect. It's just
Yeah.
that is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'd like to be spending time with you,
Yeah.
getting you home,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
recognizing where home actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. I love that.
yeah, and it really
Mm-hmm.
is. It's
Just that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And you can,
Yeah.
initially when okay, we started doing it like this, yeah. And then you acknowledge, look,
Yeah.
I can imagine the finger and kind of go
Yeah.
there. And that's great, yeah. I want you to be able to go there without a pointing
Yeah.
finger, without even imagining
Right.
a finger.
Right.
Just
Oh, yeah.
because you can.
It's funny, just as you said that, like all of a sudden now there's the experiencing of
Yeah,
here without the finger. It's like, okay, here it is, like here it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Um,
You'll get to a point, Danny, where you'll be able to do this with your eyes open,
yeah.
looking around, and yet, yeah, and then it's like the the
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
oh, how do I say that? The viewing, the knowing,
Yep.
all comes from
There. Yeah.
yeah, and you don't need that. I mean, this is a good exercise initially to get you back there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
if you do that enough times, yeah, it starts to become more
Yeah.
and more familiar, and you
Yeah.
become more and more comfortable with it, and more at
Yeah.
ease with it, and
Yep.
you're able to just woof,
Yeah.
and sit there in your ordinary everyday life.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can be in communication with people and be here and still be
Hmm.
communicating, but be here.
I would
Yeah,
love that.
yeah. You can. You're already doing it. You're doing that, and then you went, okay. Now I'm even imagining a finger, and I go, great. Like great, because you don't really need to be doing that, but
Yeah.
it's the irony. It's a good pointer. It's a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
pointer.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
because there's the the realization that you can have
Mm-hmm.
just sitting here, literally, just sitting here, and
Yeah.
one of the most profound realizations that you can have, just
Yeah.
literally sitting here with, I don't
Yeah.
know, perhaps you're focused on a spot or a point or
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. You don't even have to do that, right? But the realization that there, in your absolute direct experience, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
from your direct experience, is you
Mm-hmm.
experience on having no head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that kind of does like this
Yeah,
or something. It just,
good.
yeah.
Yeah. Notice you and
It's almost
I.
like I want to
Sorry.
like cover my reflection, because I like,
Yeah,
I can see the head, but
yeah,
like, because this is, you know,
yeah. Look past it. Look past your reflection. Just look off
yeah,
to the right
yeah,
or the left. Yeah,
yeah,
and just see
yeah,
if you can experience what it is that I'm saying. You're prior to the head. Here's an interesting
yeah,
exercise. Sit here with me now, yeah, and
okay,
try. Let's do
yeah,
the opposite.
yeah,
Let's do the opposite, yeah.
yeah,
Try
yeah,
and be the head. Try and be the head.
okay. Be the head.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
How the hell are you going to do that for a
Yeah,
start?
yeah, I'm confused. I'm like, okay, I can like try to really sense the head, I could be
Yeah,
like, okay,
yeah, yeah,
you
but
know,
be it. Yeah, but be it. Like there's a nose, there's cheeks, there's teeth, there's ears, there's a
yeah,
skull, there's hair. Sit here,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
being fully aware that you're observing out of something here.
Yeah,
There's some, yeah. Now, whilst
yeah.
you're aware of that, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
now be the head.
Hmm.
You'll
Well,
discover,
now there's just like,
good, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, go on.
there's just like attention on the sensations of the head. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
What does that mean? Yeah. Like as you
This,
say, focus on the head. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
okay, this, right?
Yeah.
Notice we're not
Mm-hmm.
giving this a name, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not giving it a name. We're not giving it a location, a form,
Mm-hmm.
shape, a boundary. We're not saying it's infinite. We're
Mm-hmm.
not saying it's finite. We're not saying anything about
Mm-hmm.
it. Okay. We're not
Mm-hmm.
saying
Mm-hmm.
anything about it. Okay. No.
Mm-hmm.
This. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anything other
Mm-hmm.
than just this
Mm.
is objective. Now see if that's true.
Right. Anything other than this is objective.
Yeah. Or, sometimes people get a bit confused with that. Anything other than this is an object.
Right. Because then I'm like looking at like, okay, well, if this is an object,
Mm.
my little squishy toy.
Good. Now
Um,
go good. Now go back to your head. Look over here.
okay.
Look over
Okay.
here. So you can't see your reflection.
Okay.
Yeah. Look over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
are you the head or are you experiencing the head as being something objective?
Am I the head or am I experiencing the head being something
Are you
objective?
the subject or,
Right.
yeah, and or
Subject.
are you experiencing the head as being objective, an object?
No. Like the head disappears when I look away.
Yeah, it does. Now, good. So
Yeah.
good. So we've looked away and we're still doing it, right?
Yeah.
I'm still doing this
Yeah.
with you,
Okay.
right? Okay. So
Okay.
we've
Yeah.
good. So we've looked away. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what I was saying to you earlier, yeah, is that
Yeah. Yeah.
there is no head.
Right.
Okay. And then I flipped it. Yeah. I said, okay, let's
Okay.
just flip it just for the sake of the exercise. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
From here, where you currently are, yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
is the head objective or subjective?
Subjective, I think.
Stay with it. Are you aware of the head?
No.
Good. What are you aware of?
Being here.
Yeah.
I'm aware of what I'm
A moment ago, you said
experiencing.
that. A moment ago, you said you're experiencing the head in relation to sensations.
Right.
Good, good. Those sensations, are they
Yeah.
subjective or objective?
Subjective. Because I'm experiencing them.
Then the question would be, who or what is experiencing them?
Right.
We're just using
Well, it's
logic
not.
here, right? We're just
Yeah.
using logic. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not. Yeah. Who is it? Who or what is it is experiencing the sensations?
Yeah. Because you're aware of the
Well, it's not.
sensations, right?
Right. And it's not a person
Right.
because the person is just a collection of thoughts
Yeah.
and memories, which are just more thoughts, which can't experience anything.
Yeah. Now let's just right there. Let's flip it again.
Okay.
Is there a head?
No.
We can both agree there's an idea of a head, right?
There's an idea of a head. Like I see my curls coming like part of
Good,
my periphery. So I'm like, oh, there's hair
good, good.
connected to a head,
Yeah,
right?
good, good, good. But even
Yeah.
that, let's just go
Yeah.
directly to that. Directly to that. You said there's
Okay.
curls and there's hair. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the hair and the curls actually far enough away from your eye to see the hair and the curl clearly, or is the mind making up an idea about the hair and the curl?
The mind is making it up.
Right. Good. That's important. That's important. Yeah. Because remember, I
Yeah.
always say, come back to your direct experience. And your direct
Right.
experience is this hair and this curliness that you're talking about is a blur.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Mm-hmm.
blur. You can't see it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's too close to your eye
Mm-hmm.
to see it clearly. So it's
Mm-hmm.
actually a blur.